Hello, my name is Kennedy Cowden, and this is the street photography peer review for AS280, and I'm going to be peer reviewing Sophia's. Overall, she definitely understood the requirements of the project. She posted, here, let me get it started. She posted a lot of really good pictures. My favorite thing about the monochromatic pictures is that they kind of give like a timeless effect. I guess I just say that because like black and white images kind of remind you of kind of like old times in the past. So I think it's really neat that we did this project in black and white. Um, so I think she did a really good job of using the elements and principles of design. One way that I would say would definitely be lines that you can see in this image, as well as texture and this image. So mainly just like the images where you can see the sidewalk, you see a lot of like horizontal and vertical lines incorporated along with texture. And also you see lines in all of these images, as well as these images. So one, you can go ahead and you can see the texture on the escalator stairs. It gives it a very like rough appeal. And then you can see these lines, which are actually like a light shining on the steel. So that's kind of cool. I would say she used shape a pretty good amount as well. Within these images, you can see like the rectangular and square shapes within the little stair rails. And then she also has another images right here where you can see the circles. And I also love the positive space that you can see by these stools being so bright and white. I also just overall love the value of all these images, just like the difference in the lightness and darkness of each photo. I think that's really cool. She also has really good balance in some of these images. Like, I would say, well, there's a couple better ones since she took a lot of these. But I would say maybe this one. Yeah, this one is extremely balanced. And I love the emphasis on like the tiny little hole at the end. So how like the image starts out big and it gets smaller towards the end. Sorry about that. um, I would say that they definitely captured a sense of place in which they were shooting. She shot a lot of pictures. All of her pictures shot outdoors. It seems like, but I really like the subway pictures. Let me find some of the people. I think it's more up here. So like you can really tell like these people are they're pretty bored and they don't really seem to be interested. A lot of them are on their phones and everything. So it just kind of like tells a story. I would say that these people are very casual. They're not necessarily in a rush. It really seems to get anywhere. Maybe this person, he kind of seems like he's running. But overall, it just kind of like tells a story of like the vibe that you get from riding a subway and just like that whole area. I would say some of my favorite images would be the bottom few. They didn't necessarily, not all of them necessarily captured people, but I just love the images. The artificial light that's shown here, I just love the effect on it. And just how you can see like the positive light that's shown through the crosswalk and maybe the white cars. And then I just love the light effects that you see on the side of the escalators. I think that's really cool. And then this picture obviously is not taken clear, but I love the blurred effect of the subway. I just think that gives the picture more of like an edge to it, and it just makes it like a cooler image to look at. This picture, I love the reflection of the lake, or nah, it's not a lake, it's more of like a creek. But either way, I love the reflection that is shown and how the entire picture, like how negative and positive space are influenced very well. It's just there's such emphasis put on this small little corner, and I just think it makes the picture really unique and different. This picture, there's not a lot of negative space, but I just think the image is very like clean looking and very clear, and it reminds me of something that I would like to hang in my house. There is a few pictures that I think are pretty plain. I did show you a few of them already, the floor pictures. Although they have good elements and principles of design used in them, they're pretty boring images. You could probably do without those. And then kind of like this image, it's got some good like different effects to it, but it's pretty plain. I also think the feet images could have been taken better, maybe from like different angles or something. And this dog image, I love the dog, it's so cute. But overall, the picture kind of seems very dark and a little dull. I think it needs a little bit more positive space and just kind of like more white to the image. And overall, I just think she did a really good job on the project, and I really enjoyed being able to view her images.